Now then, people, good evening. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're all doing well. This screen's like following me around like a madman, innit? Stay put. Stay put. Yeah, smash me a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Get your comments in. And, of course, hit that notification bell. John Parr says you have to get rid of Farke before the window so a new manager can have a full window. That's from John Parr, a Sunderland fan. Sunderland want us to stay up as well. Matt says, hey, Joe, hope you're doing good. Sucks we have an international break. I'm sort of grateful for it. I'm grateful for the week off, if I'm honest, mate. I can't lie. Come back rested and rejuvenated, hopefully, like a new man. Smash a like and subscribe, says Danny. Big up to Danny Talks Leeds. We've got Antoil, rent paid. Make sure you have paid your rent by smashing a like on the video. For me, the owners are responsible as much as the manager. I agree with you completely. I think the whole culture at the club needs changing. No social media posts before games, especially no AI memes. How am I feeling? I'm all right. I went to an NA meeting tonight. It was lovely. It was a great meeting. I've just had the second half of yesterday's pizza warmed up in microwave. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to sleep. I'm feeling good. Tomorrow I got therapy and I'm having a chat with Andrea tomorrow on the channel as well. So all's good in the hood. Big up to Claire. Sending love to Claire. Hope you well, love. Fatal mistakes, says Shan. We're going to get into why I'm saying this in just a sec, right? We'll do this. The square ball. Big shout out to the square ball, the goats in the space. Won't mind me sharing this piece. It was on their podcast a little bit earlier on. This is what was said.
Yep, jumped out of bed. Yep, ready to see an announcement on the website. Truthfully, it's not happened though, has it?
No, it hasn't, and I wouldn't be expecting it either, to be honest.
So that's from Graham Smith, one of the closest journalists to Leeds United, and he said, "Look, I won't be expecting it."
I would be very, very surprised, stunned, in fact.
For him to say "stunned," in fact, means he's going nowhere. Right now, anyway, as we sit on Monday, the 10th of November, and we don't play no games. So he's going to be in charge for Aston Villa, and people have to come to terms with that fact. As I've said, I'm not sitting here saying get him gone, not doing that. I still have faith in him, and I hope that he can turn it around because I really like Daniel Farke, the manager. But for Graham Smith to say, I'd be absolutely stunned if he was to be fired, then you know that it's not going to happen anytime soon.
If they made a change at this point, it's just not the sense I'm getting. It's not what...
There you go. So every feelings. And as I've mentioned before, he does go on to mention about Rangers, about how long they gave Russell Martin.
What we're hearing, it really wasn't so long ago that they were giving Daniel Farke a lot of credit for adapting his style and for, a start that has still given them a point per game average.
Which is true, points per game. If you get 38 points, you stay in the division for me.
And I think I would be stunned if they made an about face after 2 defeats.
And that's big words, isn't it? Stunned. That's big words. That's telling me that he's not anywhere close to being sacked right now.
Shambolic, though, wasn't it, on Sunday?
Like,
it wasn't not good.
No, it really wasn't. And it was the manner of the defeat, I think, that makes it all so despondent, makes the mood so despondent after Sunday. I just think we all knew going into the season that it was...
No, I don't want to just sit here and watch all of that. Go watch that video with the square ball. But the key takeaway is straight out of the gate, he would be stunned if the manager would be sacked at this juncture. So I think it's fair to say it ain't going to happen. If it were going to happen, it'd have happened already. He's got 10 days now. They may even, and Michael touched on it, and it's something I said earlier on as well, they may even wait. Like, is it a case of, if we look at Leeds United's fixtures between now and, well, let's just have a look when we return what the fixtures look like. And I'll share this as well. So we come back, we play Villa at home, Manchester City away. Then we have 2 home fixtures against Chelsea and Liverpool. I think he's got them 4 games to keep his job. Because if after that point we've got 1 point, you know, we've fallen well short of the points per game, you know, let's say we've only got 3, they might even make a decision. Because I think with the next 3 fixtures at the end of that month, as well as going into January, which again, they don't get easier, but you're going into January, that money. So for me, but when's the perfect opportune moment if you're going to make a change? If the manager comes through that next 4 games, which is Villa at home, City away, which we know his away form's been not great now, and people will tell you if you look back historically at Mönchengladbach, at Norwich, his away form was never great, okay? So if you want to use that as a barometer, in these next 4, he's got 3 home games. Now, of course, admittedly, 2 of them are against top 6 sides. You could even argue Villa. So it is a tough run of fixtures, even though they're at home. But if I was to say when would be the best time to make a managerial change, for me, it would be after this game. Because you'd be then looking at saying, right, you've got Brentford away, which is a winnable fixture for Leeds with a new manager in, new manager bounce, new ideas. You then play Palace at home. Again, Leeds, Elland Road, hopefully a fortress. Sunderland away, they've lost a lot of their players to AFCON, right? And then the managers had 3 games plus January to then look at the squad and say, this is what I need. So it may well be that they're looking at it like that. It would make sense. But obviously the manager might come through these next 4 and absolutely ace it. Can't see it, but he might. Liverpool aren't going great. Chelsea are inconsistent. City's a busted flush. But Villa at home, we're saying we will stay up via our home form. That's what a lot of us have maintained within the fan base. You got 3 home games out of 4. They'll be looking at that and saying, right, you've got these 4 games now. Because then if it's tits up after that, let's say we get 3 points, they might say, right, we're going to make a change now. And with Brentford, Palace and Sunderland, then January, I think that would be the opportune time, potentially. Gordon says, good evening, Joe. I don't believe that the 49ers will move on Farke until they have a replacement. Yeah. The frauding, well, neither should they. Don't be just sacking him without a replacement, because then they look like clowns. We saw what happened last time when we had Skubala, Gracia, and then fucking Big Sam. And they were involved, even though some will tell you that they weren't. They were. The 49ers have made error after error after error. If they keep him in place, it's the biggest error of the reign so far. I can't agree with that right now because, as I say, we're still not in the relegation zone. We've still got 11 points after 11 games. I know it's trending the opposite way, but you can also forgive them for keeping him in situ and giving him time. I've no gripe with that. I don't think it's their biggest error so far. Not by any stretch. Not backing him, I would say. Looking fit this evening, Joe. Thanks, Ryan. Don't feel it, mate. Tired. 8 days sober here too, Joe. Well done, Sue. 7 for me. Great to see you, Joe. What pizza was it? It was a chicken tikka, mate. Hot with jalapenos and stuff. To be honest, I probably shouldn't have had it the day after because it's feeling a little bit and stodgy in my stomach. I can't lie. Hi, Joe. For me, I can't see where the results will come from Farke in charge. We need to change the manager if we want to stay up. A lot are saying that. Not going to lie, after yesterday, I was Farke out. I think it was just emotional. Of course, we react emotionally at the first. You know, of course, that happens. But I reckon he can turn it around. He just needs to adapt quicker and not have favourites. I never subscribe to this favourites thing. All managers play their favourite players. Love to you and the fam. Big up to you, Damar. Hammer's fan here. Subscribe because I have soft spot for you. We're similar in as much that we need players in the window. Keep up the good work. Love the channel. Thank you, Mark. And listen, I think now West Ham having 2 wins on the spin, especially at home, considering you'd only had 1 win in a year, yous will stay up now. Going to set a tone for this video. NA meeting, not no granny puppy. DJ, you make me smile, man. Anyone heard of argument in tunnel at half time? Don't subscribe to that notion. Why the ball watching? Yeah, again, that's if the players continue doing it, then it's a failure of the manager, isn't it? It's a failure of the manager. No paddle. up shit creek without a paddle. I thought you meant no paddy then, but that's just reminding me. I want you to watch this video. Not all of you will have me on Instagram. I'll probably get cooked for some of these opinions, but I want to give you, or I want you to give me your opinion on this. So just bear with me 1 minute while I bring it up for you. 1 sec. And where is it? Why isn't it on my home screen? Just bear with us 1 minute. Why is that not gone on? Let me see if I can. There. Yes, right. Okay. I'm going to show you this. You'll have to see if you agree or disagree with me with my my tier list. Right, you ready? Oh, hang on. Let me bring it up. Okay. Great. So you've
Calvin
got
Phillips.
good, great, legend, goat.
Legend.
The first one was Snodgrass,
Pontus
great.
Janssen.
Then
Good.
Calvin, legend. Pontus
Lucas
Janssen,
Radebe.
good.
Legend.
I probably should have gone
Patrick
goat
Bamford.
with Radebe.
Good.
I should have said great
Liam
with
Cooper.
Paddy.
Me, legend. I
That's
don't
fair,
care.
This is your one, mate.
Exactly.
Lee
Yeah.
Bowyer.
Yeah, great.
James Milner.
Legend.
He could have been in GOAT if he stayed for a while.
Yeah,
couldn't he? I think it's
definitely, yeah. The
Jonathan,
Go on.
Jonathan Woodgate.
Yeah, great.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
Great.
Jack Harrison.
Good.
Gary Speed.
Legend.
Nigel Martin.
Legend.
Luciano Becchio.
Great.
David Batty.
Yeah, go. Go.
And then Gary Kelly.
Yeah, go just for appearances alone, man. Let's get him in there.
Ian Hart.
Great.
And Pablo Hernandez.
Goat.
Fair. Cool.
Yeah, I think that's all right.
It's hard, that.
Might not read the comments on that one.
What did you think? I enjoyed doing that. Honestly, I want to do some sort of content like that on my own. But yeah. Joe, I'm stunned that we won a match. Do you know what? I had a message off a Forest fan that said, you are the worst team I've seen at the City Ground this season, apart from us. So yeah, exactly. My God, you are poor because we are shit. Saw it when they wanted to get rid and saw fan reaction and opposed to it. I don't know if they did that, but hey. Well, they need to afford it, bro, because we can't. Look, I spoke to Lockie about it earlier. Me and Lockie were chatting, and I said it doesn't surprise me that right now, Graham Smith saying not a cat in hell's chance he gets sacked. Doesn't surprise me because of how it went at Rangers, and I've said that a couple of times on this show. But like Lockie said to me, he went, but Joe, they can't do that in the Prem because it ain't the fucking Scottish, and that's no disrespect to that division. But if you wait like you did in the Scottish League, then we'll be cut adrift and bottom. If it continues. I think the new manager's first game will be versus Chelsea at the start of December. We'll see. That means he gets beat by Villa and City, which could happen. Teams we are expecting to get points against would be absolutely shite. Agreed. Burnley, Forest. Although I do look at the Burnley result and say, listen, they've only lost once at home to Liverpool. I think maybe that's changed now. After 2 defeats, we have lost 4 in 6. The absolute clown. 2 defeats since the last 2 defeats. He'll likely get the sack sometime before Jan. Yeah, if they don't improve, agreed. Our chairman needs to be Rangers chairman. No, they don't. Well, I wish there wasn't. Well, if that's true, then the club has a small mentality in terms of what Graham Smith was saying. I think we are sacrificed on relegation as the guy's likeable, like an underdog we feel sorry for. But the simple truth is it's either that Leeds are Farke and is anyone, but I don't know what that means, Paul, if I'm honest. Joe, then points per games are going to disappear over the next 4 games. They could, Pat, and that's where they might make a decision. That's what I mean. I don't disagree with you. I'm not in an argument with you here. But let's say, for example, he beats Villa, then it's a stay of execution again, isn't it? But at the end of the day, if we don't beat Villa, then it's precarious. It's precarious. But we could beat Villa. Come on, I know it's hard now for people to see that, right? And people say, we beat Villa, are you mad? Right? Which I get, okay, when I say it, especially the form that they're in. But Leeds United have lost once at home, and that was against Spurs. We beat Everton, we beat West Ham, we drawn against Bournemouth, who were flying at the time, and drawn against Newcastle. On paper, Newcastle are a great side. They haven't had a great start to the season, it has to be said. But you say these games, where do we get a win from? We have only lost once at home. So it's not out of the realms of possibility that we will win at home. And if we start to lose at home, that's when it really shits up and if that happens, then they're bad. Then they've fucked up, Jamie. I agree with you. Let's not be reactionary. Let's be proactive. I mean, I do think he's been very kind to them. He's never really called them out, has he? And they obviously have a good working relationship because of that. But if you were to get someone like Marini or Mancini or whoever, they would come out and say, listen, this is not acceptable. They'd fucking walk. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Farke has always toed the line, to be fair to him. I don't think he's ever caused problems. He might do behind the scenes, but in the press, he's always said, look, I think the worst he said was, we won't wave the white flag, but it's going to be hard. And he's obviously said that to them and had that conversation. You want me to stay in this division? Well, it's going to be rock hard with that. So if they've already subscribed to that notion, then for him not to be in the relegation zone right now, they will be like, well, he's doing a good job. Maybe even Parag looks at it and goes, do you know what? I let you down. I told on Sky Sports, couldn't wait to get in front of Sky cameras, could I? Wanker. That Everton game. Yeah, all the business gets done. Well, it didn't, you know. We couldn't even get Harry Wilson over the line on deadline day. We got scuppered by Buonanotte. I mean, how many games has Buonanotte played this season, for fuck's sake? I mean, that's just embarrassing in itself. He's a wanker. But the facts are, we're 16th. So they might even look at it and say, do you know what? The fact that we're not even in the relegation zone and he's been doing it with this, then let's get to January and back him, you know? I seen someone say on Twitter, though, the other day, they don't even think that's going to happen. And it wouldn't surprise you. Be pointless doing it anyway. They say, oh, it might start soon. Why? We got relegated. Listen, we've been there before. I've been there. I remember going to Blackburn in the Carabao Cup. There was 8,000 there. So let's not pretend that it will always be like it is now, because it wasn't. When I got my season ticket, I could just get one. I had an away season ticket for one season. Could just get one. Now, the waiting list's, 15,000 deep, if not more. Couple of seasons in Champo, it'll soon drop. Because it happens. Because people get sick. So they need a good few years in the Premier League to even think about that. Brentford away is bloody harder than Forest and Burnley away. Yeah, it is, Jamie. Yeah, you're right. Basically, it's highly unlikely you pick up any points. I hope you're wrong, Dylan, but he has to. This is the point. If he doesn't, he will be sacked. How many points in those next 4? 6. 6 keeps him his job. That could be 1 win and 3 draws or 2 wins. We're not beating City at their place, are we? So it has to come in the other 2. He has to get a shock win. You could argue that it's a shock win against Villa, but look, at the end of the day, we've only been beaten once at home. So, yeah, Nigel, at the end of the day, I would also love to see him succeed. You know, I'm a big fan of the manager. It won't be a good day for me when he gets sacked. I'll be gutted for him because I like him. I do like him. So obviously, if you like someone, you want them to do well. I couldn't stand Jesse. I couldn't wait for him to go. I love Bielsa. I fucking cried when he went. We all have different. Some people like Jesse. I couldn't understand it, but it is what it is. It's different strokes for different folks. Hey up, Lucy. She said, "Hope you well. At least we got some easy fix." I know it's bad. It's bad, isn't it? Then Jan to reinforce. They gotta reinforce. Gotta reinforce. Farke will be sacked this week. He won't. They'd have done it already. There'd be no point in sacking him now. I seen something online about they spoke to someone tagged me in a tweet actually, but it's got to be bullshit. Like, where is it now? Apparently, we asked Carlos if he fancies the job or something. I don't know where people think they're getting that info from, but it's bullshit. Woody marching on together. Just don't see it happening. He's at Valencia, and they're 18th. Would Corberan be? Don't believe that. Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Yeah, man, big love to you, Claire. You're always crying out, you mate. Well, some would have you believe he had nothing to do with it. Who, David? Come on now. Let's not. We know that they're going to be weaker without Siddiqui, without Diarra, without Mukiele. They're going to be weaker. Chris Rigg. They're not. It's not one and the same, bro. If we lose embarrassingly against Villa and City, he's gone. Yeah, 100%, definitely. I've not been a fan of them for some time. You know this. So, yeah. Joe, come on. You got to be reactive. Oh, you're not in the bottom three. Yeah, but well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They could make that decision. I would forget. I wouldn't. If they made a decision, I'd also go, okay, yeah, I understand it. I understand. I'm not saying that. I'm a big fan of Farke, but this was so predictable. I don't think it was, and I don't think it is. Again, we're still, we're still not in the relegation zone. Why is it a small club mentality? I'm way behind on the comments, so apologise. We had a better championship squad. It's a joke, yeah. You know me, man. You know me. I didn't call Bamford a legend. I didn't call Bamford a legend. Or you saying Bamford's a legend. No, Bamford was good. I had Bamford as good. I didn't have him as legend. I didn't have him as legend. Are you watching the same thing that I've just fucking shown you? Let me see this.
Yeah. Great.
Calvin Phillips.
Legend.
That's fair, yeah. Pontus Janssen.
Good.
Lucas Radaby.
Legend.
He should have been goat.
Patrick Bamford.
Good.
What
Liam
are you
Cooper.
going on about? Are you this proves to me that none of you actually listen to what I say. I put him as good. What's going on? Joe's bogies dripping from his beard. Fix up, look sharp, laugh out loud bogies. Where? I do not. He hasn't, mate, and he isn't going to. For those who haven't seen, I will share this. Again. Tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? You can't hear it. No, I did say it had lost connection. Right, wait there. Wait there, I'll try again. Right, wait there. It did say I'd lost connection to the audio. It's a good job I checked the comments, isn't it?
No, it hasn't.
You
And,
know?
I wouldn't be expecting it either, to be honest. I would be very, very surprised, stunned, in fact, if they made a change at this point. It's just not the sense I'm getting. It's not what we're hearing. It really wasn't so long ago that they were giving Daniel Farke a lot of credit for adapting his style and for, a start that has still given them a point per game average. And I think
Andrew Wallace, your legend.
I would be stunned if they made an about
Andrew
face
Walls.
after 2 defeats.
Pretty shambolic, though, wasn't it, on Sunday?
There you go. So there's Graham Smith is probably as close as we're going to get to the 49ers right now. They don't speak to anybody, and they're not going to make that change. Andrew Walls just put, can you tell us about Match Bingo? What a guy. Don't know why, but it looks like Christmas in there. These are the closest I can get to Christmas lights at the minute, and we have a wreath. So yes, maybe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, mate. If we start to lose at home, is that when you're... No, I don't need to be 100% getting gone for him to go, but you'll know when I am, because you'll have a thumbnail that'll say, it's time to go. And me like that. Right, bye. I don't know why you need to have my turning point. There doesn't need to be one. When it's time, it'll be time. And I'll tell you, Damar. We're not in the relegation zone yet. Let's have a look at some. Pascal must come back. Well, listen. I know the Tacticos told us that Jacobi always amazing, even though Andrea, who's never very rarely wrong, said, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Well, I'm also not too sure. Do you know what I mean? You can't get Klopp. I would love Klopp, Franco. I would sack Farke tonight if I could get Klopp, of course, but he didn't. Oh, you mean Manchester City? Sorry, I thought you meant where we've just played. I don't think it has to be. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Mukiele is French, bro. Sorry, I apologize. But is there many leaving for AFCON? Is there many leaving for AFCON? You'll know better than me. Let's be honest, Ian. You'll know better than me. How many will be leaving for AFCON? So, if we have a look, probably if I go transfer marked, okay, and we look at your squad, because it'll give us their nationalities, right? So, and we can actually have a look. Okay. Sunderland. Your squad value, 340 million. Love it. Right, so if we have a look at your squad, maybe it's not as bad. Maybe we are clinging on to thingy. So you've got what a buy he was, by the way. Robin Roofs, poor Anthony Patterson. We were linked with him once upon a time. So Alderete, is that Paraguayan? Maybe. Elise is Nigerian, so it could be on his way. Sirkin is Irish. Mozambique, I believe, is Ronaldo, so he would be gone, right? Congo, which is Masuaku, so he would be gone. Dutch, I know he plays for the Dutch. Again, Nordi Mukiele, French, but also Congolese. So who does he actually play for? This is what I'm saying. So let's have a look. Mukiele. So yes, he may be French, but he may play for his nation. Let's have a look. No, he's had one game for France. Fair. Let's Let's have a look. Pembele, again, Congolese. Diarra, we know, is definitely Senegalese. Siddiqui, we know, is Congolese, I believe. Abdullah Ba. Moroccan, Talbi, so he will be gone, right? I don't know this flag, I apologise, but Bertrand Traore. Fucking Jan Poveda. My God. Mayenda is Spanish and French. Wow, I didn't know that. Wilson Isidore. Yeah, so there is a few going to be leaving. I hope I got my flags right. If that's not Congolese, then I'm ruined that. I'm struggling with you, Joe. Why? We know deep down he's a championship manager. Yorkshire Post are saying he has their backing. This is Jesse Marsh 2.0 leaving it too late. I don't know why you're struggling with me with that. Speak to the people in charge. Don't think Chris Riggy's going. Definitely not. You've seen that Joe Teff said we've spot art. That's come from a guy called Woody on. Do you believe we've spoke to Will Still? Do you actually believe that? Do you believe we've spoke to Will Still? Genuinely. Do you believe anything that's been said there? Really? That's come from Wacko. Will Still, who won one game. Or did he even win a game? Come on now. Come on. That's crazy. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Just shows they never listen, Vic. Tell him. KP is a legend, though. He is. Of course he is. How old are you, Jamie? He is a legend. He is a legend. I think it's mad if you don't think he is. He is. He's modern day. To what I say, you can't argue exactly. When I say, do you actually listen instead of just thinking you hear? You've all just gone, Paddy, legend, have a day off. I didn't even say it. That's mad, isn't it? I'm fucking now. I'm fucking. But I also don't mind if they make a decision. I could understand it. You know what I mean? I don't think it's that many from the starting 11. Masawako can go and not come back. Yeah, Harvey. I don't know why you bought him. He was at West Ham a few seasons ago. I guess it's just a backup though, in it for Mundell. Not for Mundell, sorry, for fucking Ronaldo. But is Ronaldo out currently, or is he back in the side? Adingra is Adingra gone? Liam Morwell said, what's Liam said? He's always quite forthright with his opinions. Why is Sunderland and AFCON even a topic of discussion? They are safe. No, we're talking about the result. We're talking about when the manager might get sacked and the results that are coming up. That's all. And then I mentioned something and a Sunderland fan said, by the way, we're not losing that many. That's why. I hope that's okay by you, Liam, though. Big up to Craig. He says, hi, Joe, bro. Apart from a couple of players, the 10 we have signed now, seen enough to say we haven't improved the squad much. No, we haven't, mate. No, we haven't. To be honest. I know, it's funny. Why, you know, I know. It's just, why would you even think that would be as though we'd go and speak to Will Still? Give over. Yeah, I still don't understand it, though. I think there's a lot more than that, but I may be wrong. Maybe we're wrong. So, there's plenty of Sunderland fans in the chat. They'll be able to tell us. We can ask Rock, can't we? How many Sunderland players are likely to go to AFCON this year? Give over. Stop it. Farke's levels. I mean, let's be honest. Will Still had an awesome Southampton side for that level. They've won a game anyway. He's been sacked and they've won a game. But don't forget, though, he can speak French and English at the same time. So he's pretty good. So they've won back-to-back games since he's been sacked. That's interesting. Right, what's Grok saying? So, I mean, there's quite a few actually. 9 players. So whoever's saying 2 or 3, I'll share it with you now. Tell me I'm wrong. Noah Siddiqui, Congo. Expected full involvement. Adingra, key starter for Le Elefanto, summer signing from Brighton, Ivory Coast. Talibi, Moroccan, emerging talent, featured in recent internationals. Mandava, Mozambique, experienced fullback, regular for the Mambas. Ahmed Abdullahi, forward Nigerian, under-20 international, pushing for Super Eagles spot. Maybe he doesn't go. Habib Diarra, Senegalese, talented prospect, likely squad member. He'll probably start. He scored against England. Masuaku, Congo, veteran left-back, nailed on starter. Anuku, Cameroon, backup option, recent call-ups. That's a backup goalie. And Bertrand Traore, which was Burkina Faso, experienced attacker, regular for the Stallions. This could disrupt. Yeah, there you go. So I mean, they put championship promotion push. They've got that bit wrong, but there's 9 there. 9 there. Now, of course, some of them might not be in starting 11, but I think if everyone's fit, Siddiqui, Adingra, Talibi is involved. He might not start. Ronaldo, Diarra, that's 5. So, hey. But anyway, it's not even about them, innit? Yeah, he did, man. He did. He did. Nah, not for me, mate. Not for me. If we got him, I'd also back him, but not for me. Vincent Kompany, no. Why? Don't need Red Bull managers. I don't want a manager that's been at their fucking washed out way that they do football. No. Thank you. Only Traore, Siddiqui, and Ronaldo started last game, yeah. Okay. Tilby scored. Did he come on and involved? Anyway, we don't need to do this. Before we got Reggie Labrie, he was a bookie's favourite to join. We dodged a bullet from Will Still. I remember I was going to a gym over the water, mate, in Sunderland, near the big Sainsbury's. My mate, Joe, said that at the time about Will Still. You need to watch Mark Rossi if you think you're being... Well, I don't know about him, mate. I think he's at one of the Red Bull clubs. It's easy for everyone to say they know him now that he's been made favourite or whatever. But we're not sacking the manager. You know, we're not sacking the manager. Key developments in the last 2 days. Multiple pundits and outlets. I don't think the Yorkshire Evening Post has suggested that. Why would you want McKenna, Jordan? No, I don't want McKenna either. I don't think that's true, man. I don't think that's true. Because if you look at the teams around the bottom 6, we've beaten... let's have a look. Yeah. Bottom 6, let's have a look. 1, 2. So we've beaten 2 and lost to 2. So I'm not sure if that's right. Eric Ten Hag, someone mentioned him earlier on. I think it was on the Square Ball, and I thought, I mean, he did win things. He was right in what he said. Yeah, Ampadu, mate. Just on Ampadu, he's been shite. Anyway, yeah, the ball watching for that second goal, the first goal, for every goal, the defence needs to fucking shore up. Beat West Ham, Wolves, lost to Forest, Burnley, Fulham. Yeah, the Fulham one, come on, away from home. Anyway, listen, you've heard enough waffle from me tonight. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks as always for tuning in. I'll be live from 12 o'clock tomorrow with Andrea, everyone's favourite Italian. Anyway, peace up, A-Town, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Love you all.